has a very powerful break. So I think that's really going to determine what happens in this match.
What a matchup it is, too. The #1 and 2 ranked players on the tour.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, normally this is a finals match, and I guarantee you these two guys are not here having fun. They are really, right now, mortal enemies.
And on the break, the 1 ball, you see it go, but what about the 2?
Yeah, he broke the balls well. You see the cue balls in the center of the table. We come back. The cue ball's in a good spot, but the problem is he can't hit the 2, the blue ball, which that's the lowest ball. He made the 1 on the break, so he's going to have to, what we call push out or roll the cue ball in a position to give Earl Strickland the option of either shooting or passing the shot.
When's the last time you saw Earl pass a shot?
Yeah, not too often. So he looks like he's not even looking at anything. He's going to come up. More than likely, he's going to probably play a safety here. I don't really see a legitimate shot. He's going to try and, okay, he's elected to hit the cue ball up table, hopefully get behind that ball.
And it didn't make it, did he?
He really got unlucky there. I mean, if the 2 ball hits the 4, or if the 2 ball doesn't come, you see the 2 is right there, and the 3 is actually next. So if Johnny Archer just makes his 2 ball, he's going to have a real good opportunity to make the 3 and possibly run out the game. He's made a great shot there.
Left it right by the rail, which makes it a little bit tougher, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit tougher, but I think he's got a little bit of an angle, and the 3 is actually near the hole, so I don't think he's too concerned about missing the shot.
I know that because of the way you want to place the cue ball, that straight-in shots are not your favorite, are they? You like to have some angle to work with.
Yeah, but of course, a lot of times when you get up to the table, obviously you have to take what your opponent has left you. Now, this is going to be a pretty tricky shot here. You see the 4, he's going to draw the cue ball back, and the 8 will come into play in this shot. Oh,
just does stay away from the 8.
He got lucky there. You see what we call flirted with the 8 ball. And now he's got to play the 5 in the upper left-hand corner pocket, also watching out for the 6 ball. Now, if he touches any ball, that's a foul, an automatic cue ball in hand to his opponent, which is Earl in this case. But
he left himself in beautiful position.
Yeah, he played that shot perfectly. He played the 5, went 2 rails around the 7. He's got a nice shot on the 6.
But look out for the 8.
Wow. You know, it's funny because a lot of the players like to put the cue ball a lot of times with the ball's near the hole, near the center of the table, and just instinctively he's doing that, but he's forgetting that the 8's there. Another inch or so, he may have been snookered behind the 8 ball and possibly given the game to Earl.
But by pocketing the 8, he's got the easy shot on the 9 and able to get out and take game 1. Remember, it's a race to 11 in this semifinal, and the defending champion, Johnny Archer, breaks out on top. He does get out on the first rack, and he takes a 1-0 lead here in Las Vegas. Good start for Johnny. He will have the break as we begin game 2, and the first player, 2-11, wins and advances to the final of this 1993 World 9-Ball Billiards Championship. How much of an advantage is it? You talk about his strong break, but he's the defending champion. He's been through this all just last year. What about the pressure of that? And again, another good break for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he came right up in his opening shot with the 2 ball. He made that, and it really wasn't an easy shot. He ran out. He looks, to me, very, very calm. I mean, I'm watching him. He doesn't look like he has any pressure on him whatsoever. And it looks like he's probably going to perform very, very well this match. Sometimes, you know, the opening games, you'd be surprised how fast the match can change, especially with an explosive player like Earl. He's the kind of guy you can be leading 10-0 going to 11 and you still don't feel comfortable playing.
Sometimes once he gets on a roll, I know he plays very fast too.
Yeah,
when he
sure
gets
does.
hot. Johnny Archer at 23 has certainly come into his own, the top-ranked player on the tour right now.
He's just on fire right now. He made great shots earlier. He cut the 3 in, went back and forth, played the 4. He's perfect on the 6, just stopped the cue ball. Play the 7 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. The 8 is in good position, and the 9. It looks like it could be 2-0, and you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. He's in great shape for the 8, and we'll have just the 9 to take a 2-0 lead. And Archer leaving himself in perfect position to work on the 9 and jump ahead quickly. Boy, is he shooting with such efficiency so far.
Yeah, he's playing great. I mean, he's very relaxed. He took a 2-0 lead, and Earl, I'm sure, when he gets up to the table, is going to feel a lot of pressure on himself.
Of course, that's the question. When will he get to the table? Because Johnny Archer has taken the first 2 games of this semifinal. He still has the break when we come back to Las Vegas. Welcome back once again to the World 9-Ball Championships here in Las Vegas, sanctioned by the Pro Billiards Tour. And a great start to this semifinal match number 1 for Johnny Archer. He has taken the first 2 games, leading 2-0. Remember, it's a race to 11. Earl Strickland and Johnny Archer, the top-ranked players on the tour, and Johnny Archer still with that outstanding break. He's been perfect so far on the break, hasn't he?
So far, yeah. He broke the balls well. He's got the cue ball in the center of the table. He's making balls. Both players, well, actually, Johnny has chosen to break from top right-hand portion of our screen. He's been getting great results. You see the one on the side? Oh, that's
tough luck.
Yeah, that could be a big mistake right there.
He made 2 balls on the break, but he also scratched. So finally, after waiting a long time, Earl Strickland is going to get a chance to go to work.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. You see Johnny Archer breaks. He loses the cue ball a little bit, and unlucky. That was a little unlucky that he scratched. A lot of times when you hit the balls maybe not quite as well as you would like to, it doesn't necessarily have to scratch, but that's kind of opening the door. But you see, Earl's going to play the 3 ball, but the 5 is his concern. It only has one pocket, which is up table.
That's all right.
And he's got very good on. He can either play this ball in the side pocket or in the corner pocket. It looks like he's playing it in the corner pocket. He's going to follow the cue ball up. He's made a great shot. Earl looks like he's not taking any prisoners here either. He just jumps right up. Both players, well, obviously they're both playing great. They've made it to the final couple rounds of the tournament. And you'd see he'd like to put the cue ball right about where that mark was, come out in the center of the table, and he came out a little short, but I think he's all right. He'll probably just cut the 8 in, play the 9 in the same pocket.
After he comes off the side rail, he'll be in good shape for the 9 and to win his first game. So Earl had to sit for a while, but when he gets his opportunity, he takes advantage of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice when you get up to the table for the first time. You have, let's say, cue ball in hand with a reasonable run out. That's nice to get started with.
And the one on the side.
Let's see how he does on the break, and he scratches on the break.
He drew the cue ball right up into the corner pocket, and you can see he's not feeling too well. You watch the cue ball, he breaks. Now, see, what he's trying to do is keep the cue ball up table because the 1 naturally goes up there also, but unfortunately, he goes right in the pocket, and then again opens the door for Johnny Archer.
So Johnny Archer now has the table, leading 2 games to 1 in this race to 11. First of our 2 semifinal matches from the Riviera Hotel and Casino on the Strip here in Las Vegas.
All right, you see he's got the 3 ball. The 4 is right in the center of the table. It's actually dead perfect. He's got the 4 in the center of the table. 5 and 6 are along the same rail, so he played the 4 on the side. Now he's going to play the 5, probably just try and come out in the center of the table again, or close to that right rail for the 6. And he's in a very good position. He can play the 6, draw the cue ball back, hitting it low.
Johnny Archer, only 23 years old. Didn't have to bring it very far, did he? Just wanted to give himself enough room to work on that 8.
Yeah, if he draws it too much, maybe the 9 gets in the way. So most of the time the players, they want to try and hold the angle so he could come out for the 9. And sometimes they'll settle for a little longer shot.
This to go up 3 games to 1. Johnny Archer. Both players, when they get the opportunity, the other guy makes a mistake, they've taken advantage of it.
Yeah, and you know, the funny thing is people talk about how good the players play. I know Johnny Archer has run 13 racks in a match so far. So, I mean, obviously they're playing a race to 11. Both players realize that they have the ability to actually run the set out without even shooting again. So that's always in the back of the players' minds.
Archer with his 4th break.
Okay, now well, that was a nice break. He made the 1 on the side. You see the cue ball kind of kicked up table again, but look at this. Now he's got the 2-9 combination. All the other balls are tied up in a little group back here. Now, I can't really tell. It looks like he's just shooting right at it.
How about the combination?
2-9 maybe very
so.
makeable.
Very short game for Johnny Archer.
Boy, that's nice.
The 2-9 combination. So even though the balls did not fall the way he wanted, look what he had when it was all over.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's so funny because the players, when you're playing good, things seem to go your way. And Earl made that mistake on the scratch, on the break, and it's already cost him 2 games, possibly 3 or more.
Archer is up 4 games to 1 thanks to that 9-ball combination off the 2, and he has the break again.
You see, he hasn't changed in the break. Let's watch the 1 on the side. Ooh, it almost went and hit the point. And nothing. No,
First time.
Yeah, nothing else went in.
The first time he has not made a ball on the break.
And he's mad. He's mad because now you see the 1 ball is up table, and the 4 is hanging in the pocket. Now, I think Earl's going to probably play the 1 into the 4 on a combination. And let's see what happens. Okay, let the cue ball kind of run away here. Wait a minute. Watch this. Watch this.
He might have really snookered himself here.
He has some problems. You see the cue ball is right behind the 3, the red ball, and the 1 is actually behind the 7 ball. He's going to have to go to a rail, something like this, and try and hit the 1, possibly keep the cue ball in that area, but he must hit the 1 ball.
And he did not.
No, that's kind of hard luck. He shot that very fast. Earl doesn't really take his time so much. When he cut the 1 into the 4, he didn't, really take enough time to see where the 1 was going or the cue ball, and therefore he opens the door for Johnny Archer.
So Johnny Archer now with ball in hand. He'll have to come off the rail gently.
He's got a nice shot on the 2. He's got a little bit more angle than he'd like, and you see that's about where he'd like to put the cue ball. He didn't quite get far enough, but the way he's playing, you can see he doesn't even consider missing a shot. He just gets up, does his business, and then goes get his break cue.
How many shots ahead do you think when you get on a roll like this?
Well, normally, the players pretty much look at the whole rack. Again, he must come out in this area to get a shot at the 6 ball. And he's done that perfectly. What he'll do is play the 6. He's probably going to play this, very possible, play the 6, 7, 8, 9 all in the same pocket. Let's see what happens. Okay, hit that a little harder than he would like.
Now, does he want to stay away from the 8 here?
Yeah, he won't hit the 8. He'll draw the cue ball again. 2 cushions probably. 1, 2 cushions. Play the 8 in the same pocket. Now he has his choice to do that again or just follow the cue ball and play the 9 in the opposite pocket. Okay, he elected to follow the cue ball, play the 9 in the opposite. A lot of times it determines on what the angle is, but most of the time the players have an idea where the balls are going to go.
Here's the angle you want, right into the pocket. Johnny Archer takes a commanding lead in this semifinal. He is up 5 games to 1. Johnny Archer leading Earl Strickland in Las Vegas. Archer has the lead over Strickland 5 games to 1. This is John Sanders along with Mike Siegel. Delighted to have you with us here on ESPN. And boy, is this guy on a roll right now.
He sure is. I mean, he just has a look on his face that nothing's going to stop him. I mean, Earl can only sit there. That's the one thing about pool that people don't realize is you just really never know when your next shot is or if you even are going to shoot.
Well, Archer with another outstanding run here in Game 7, already leading 5 games to 1. It is a race to 11, and Johnny Archer maintained his control of this match. What is special about Johnny Archer at such a young age to play so well?
He's got everything going for him. I mean, like I said, he's got a very, very powerful break. He's very knowledgeable about the game for a young player. He plays straight pool, which I believe is another asset for his game. And he's, again, you look at his face, he's got that eye of the tiger. He wants to win. He's 23 years old. Of course, Earl is not an old player like myself. I'm 40. Earl is, I think, 30 or 31. He's still very young in the game, and both players just have that, they just have that drive to, they want to win so bad, and that's a very, very big factor. Of course, you can't really say what's going to happen. Now, you see the way these balls, now here's a situation where Johnny Archer didn't make a ball in the break. As you can see, Earl, I don't even believe he can hit the ball. I guess he can hit it. Okay, he tried to play it safe. And he did the smart thing. He tried to freeze the cue ball on the end rail. He really didn't want to hit a ball. He tried to bank the 1 kind of down table. You see it's in that position. But again, the 2 and 4 are in a very, very tough situation. Even if Johnny Archer makes the 1.
Yeah, how does he get back to the 2?
Yeah, so I don't know what he's going to do here. It looks like, okay, it looks like he's going to try and play the 1 and draw the cue ball back. Very difficult shot. Look at this.
Beautiful shot,
but he doesn't really have a shot. He made a tremendous shot on TV. You can't really appreciate how tough these shots are. But for people that have played pool, let's watch this shot. He hits. You see the cue ball jump up in the air, hits the 1 dead center. He tries to draw the cue ball back further, but he didn't quite do it. But look at this shot.
Wow.
How great was that?
Sensational.
He made a phenomenal rail first shot. It looked like he couldn't even hit the ball. Now he's got another very difficult shot on the 3. This is a blood test here. Look, he doesn't even,
all the way to the corner, just like it was right in front of him.
Those 3 shots, that reminds me of myself when I was at that age. I mean, the 1, 2, and 3, the 3 opening shots. And he'll play the 4 and try and get in that position.
I think you made a good comment a while ago. He doesn't think about missing a shot, does he?
No, not at all. You can see, and Earl too, you can see with the younger players, they just have that look. It's like on the golf tour when the players drive the ball 300 yards. And there's another good example of, you can see the 6 ball. He had to put the cue ball right in that area. He'll draw the cue ball hopefully around in that area. 2 cushions, a little bit of low left English. And he's hit it absolutely perfect.
Boy,
I mean, I mean, it looks so easy when we watch it here, you know, and I can't understand why I'm not still in the tournament, but when you try and do that, it's just very, very difficult.
And Johnny Archer continues to roll.
What a run out this was. What a run out.
Archer with the 9-ball takes a commanding 7-1 lead in the first of our 2 semifinal matches. Johnny is the defending champion, and he's playing like he wants to win it again. Johnny Archer up 7-1. He's won 7 of the first 8. And here we go back to the break again. He's been so successful with it, but this time he leaves them spinning, but not in the pockets.
Yeah, and you see the 3, the red ball is still spinning. You know, it's funny because he really hasn't gotten tremendous results the last 1 or 2 breaks. Now, Earl has a good shot on the 1, but you see the 2 balls right on what we call the point of the side pocket. Very difficult to get position on. And if he does get straight on the ball, the 3 will be difficult to get to. But look at this. That was a great shot there.
That's very difficult to get the cue ball there, isn't it?
Yeah, it was very, very tough to do that. He just hit the shot absolutely perfect. And you can see this, he's what we call settling for the best he can do. He has a shot on a 3, it's near the pocket, and he got as good as he could on the 2 ball. And that's what top players do. They take advantage of even difficult opportunities. Now he's going to have to play the 3, come over for the 4. Okay, this what he knew right away when he hit that he didn't like it. I don't even know if he can hit the 4.
Very difficult to try to get that cue ball back over to where you diagrammed to bring it off all the way over to that rail.
He had oh, wow, he tried to bank the 4.
Watch out for the 9.
He tried to bank the 4 in the side pocket. He really couldn't hit enough of it to play it in the side or the corner. He more or less what we called cinched the ball. When he played the 3, he didn't really necessarily try and get perfect position on the 4. He just wanted to make sure he made the 3. Now here's a very tough shot. He's over a ball. Okay, now there's one of the smart things you don't see a young player do too often. Now normally you would see, now even the crowd appreciates that. He knew right away he didn't have a shot that he was the favorite of making. So what he did was elected to play a safe, which he accomplished perfectly. Now he's left Earl. He's got a window there.
A little bit of an opening.
A little bit of he's shooting at it. Very tough shot. Very, very. That was a tough shot. Extremely tough. I think Earl's maybe feeling a little bit of the pressure now.
And when you're down 7-1 and it's a race to 11, you know you could be in some trouble. And Johnny Archer now, here's the attempt.
He's got a shot where he's got to kind of roll the ball, and it was a very, very tough shot. You know, it's uncharacteristic of Earl to really miss anything, but when we're so used to seeing him pocketing balls. But that was a very, very difficult shot, froze on the rail, especially when you haven't been shooting so often.
Most of the time it has been Johnny Archer in control of the table, and that's why he has won 7 of the first 8 games here in our first semifinal. Defending his World 9-ball championship, and so far defending very well.
He executed that shot on the 5-ball going to the 6. I mean, the speed and you can just see the intensity in his face. I mean, he's just got everything going for him right now. Pool to him is just a fun game, and you're seeing the results of great pool from him.
But the thing about this is, with a guy like Earl, you can never let up.
Never. No, if Earl does get a little opportunities, believe me, he's going to be very dangerous.
But Strickland has not had much opportunity so far. It's been all Johnny Archer. Back with more on ESPN.
Panasonic.
From the Strip in Las Vegas, we're at the Riviera Hotel and Casino getting set for the 10th game, the 10th rack of this opening semifinal, and Johnny Archer has dominated. But now Earl Strickland got his opportunity in game number 10, and we talked about it a little bit earlier. When he gets hot, look out.
Yeah, he cleared that table real fast. Yeah, Earl, he's made a few mistakes, but I'll tell you what, you can't count him out, so we're going to have to see what happens.
It is a race to 11, and that is just the second game so far for Earl Strickland. But you made the comment that either one of these guys is capable of running 10 racks in a row. You do that, you win here.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, realistically, it's been cases known that maybe Johnny Archer doesn't get up to the table anymore. Not necessarily with 10 racks, but maybe he runs 4 racks, plays a safety, Johnny Archer kicks. Now, see, Earl did something. Earl's getting smarter as the years go on. What he did was he actually changed the speed of his break.
He certainly did.
He didn't break him quite as hard, and he went to the other side of the table and made a ball and got a good result.
And, of course, he changed his cues. What is the difference between the cue you break with and the one that you play with?
Well, normally, believe it or not, the the break cue is a little bit lighter than the playing cue because you can get more or less what I call club head speed, and the shaft is normally a little fatter, so it's easier to hit the cue ball near the center. And plus, you won't destroy your tip and everything else. A lot of the players, they hit them so hard that, you know, the shafts bend and the tips get flat.
You know, the way this table's set up for Earl, I get the feeling he was kind of licking his chops to get after this one.
They, you know, both players, they play so fast. I would like to know what's going on in their mind as they're shooting. I mean, I know myself and a lot of the players, they kind of look around, take time, especially a guy like, let's say, Buddy Hall. But Earl and Johnny, they're both fast players, and they get the job done.
We can polish off the table in less than a minute here.
Yeah. Well, here we go now. Earl's on the comeback trail.
And with the 9 ball, he is on the comeback trail. Strickland has won the last 2 games. Still very much Johnny Archer's match. It is 8-3, but Strickland on the table now. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Now he's again chose to break from the left side of the table. He hit him very easy. Watch this. Wait, ooh, the 9 almost went in. And I believe he made a ball. He's got another makeable shot on the 1 ball. Look at this. I mean, Earl, he's shown some character. He's going to play the 1 on the side. You see the 3 balls next on the lower left-hand portion of the screen.
The problem I can see down the road might be the 8 ball over here tucked up against the 7 ball.
8 and 7, and I called that 1 on the side very, very nifty. Well, of course, a lot of times the players have options of whether to play balls in the side or the corner. That's just a personal preference. When you feel more comfortable, let's say, playing in the corner, that's what you do. He's got some little problems here. He's going to play the 4 on the side, but I don't know. He's got to draw the cue ball out near the center of the table to get a shot at the 5. Okay, he's done that, but this is by no means an easy shot. By no means. He's going to have to play the 5. He's hitting a little bit of low left English. Hitting it soft. Boy, he hit that shot so nice. Again, he's not out of trouble. He's got the 6. He's going to play the 6 in the lower left-hand corner.
But he's got to figure out a way to get to the 7, doesn't he?
Well, the 9 is also in the way. He's got to hit him between the... Okay, he went above the 9, which I think was the right choice. Now he's got a shot on the 7. It's not an easy shot, but I'm sure that he feels pretty comfortable on it. All he's got to do is make sure he makes this. He's got automatic position on the 8. And again, it looks like Earl's coming back strong.
Like a break and run coming up here for Earl Strickland as he pockets the 8, has only the 9 left to work with, and he will definitely have cut into the lead of Johnny Archer as he gets the 9 ball. Strickland has won the last 3, but Johnny Archer still leading 8-4. On the Strip in Las Vegas, we're at the Riviera Hotel and Casino for the 1993 World 9-Ball Championship. And something new at the World Championships this year. It'll be demonstrated by Leonardo Andam, and it's called Target Pool. The object to make the ball and get the cue ball as close as you can to the target. Andam did it better than anyone else in winning the championship by a single point. He defeated the defending champion and the man who invented Target Pool, Kim Davenport. So our congratulations to Leonardo Andam, the winner. He's from the Philippines, and he's the champion of Target Pool for 1993. But the one they really want to win, Mike, is the World Championship, and Earl Strickland's picked himself up off the floor here. He's back in it.
He sure has. Now he's breaking again. Okay, now that time he hit him, unbelievably easy I mean, he was trying to hit the balls a little bit off speed, but he really just kind of what we call lagged the cue ball down at the rack, and he didn't really make a ball and kind of gave Johnny Archer an opportunity here. Now he's got a bank on the 1. Look, to me, it's what we call a free bank. He can bank the 1 on the side, and the 2 ball's right under his arm. Okay, he missed the bank, and he left Earl very long. He really should have... Well, he really could have made that ball. I mean, he's upset because if he would have made that, he would have started him running out that rack.
And in a match like this, you see Earl Strickland from North Carolina and Johnny from Georgia. In a match like this, one mistake like that can turn it completely around.
Definitely. Now, see, Johnny Archer got a little lucky. Boy, Earl got unlucky. Now, see, Johnny Archer, he left him safe unintentionally. Earl just tried to hit the edge of the 1. Now, you see it again. He'll try and hit the edge of the 1. He's trying to play it safe. Go up table, possibly go behind these balls, and look, the cue ball goes right in the side like it was meant to.
Like it had a magnet there.
Yeah. Well, there you are. I mean, that's tough. It just seems like when a guy's playing this well that things go his way, and Earl really hasn't done anything exceptionally wrong. He's come back 3 or 4 racks strong, but again, he's opened the door for Johnny Archer, which has a very good run. It looks like he's going to play the 3. and just bump the 5, the orange ball, out of the way. Play the 4 in the same pocket. The balls are open in pretty good position here.
Should be able to get out.
It looks very, very likely for him to run out, but of course you never know what's going to happen. This is a big game. What you try and do is when a player has won 2 or 3 or 4 or more games in a row and you finally do get an opportunity, there's a lot of pressure no matter how the ball's laid because you want to stop that guy's streak of coming back at you. So these games, these are what we call turnover games. They're always, I mean, I've played many times where I see the balls are hanging and they look tough to run out. And you see he's going to try and put the cue ball right about perfect. He's let's see what happens. No, this isn't exactly perfect. It's
not an easy
bad
shot.
And he's got to go back and forth with the cue ball. This is a very tough shot. Very tough. Look at this. Look at this.
That certainly opens the door for Earl Strickland.
Yes, it does. And that's what I was talking about before with the pressure. No matter how the balls lay, I don't care how they lay. A lot of times when a player comes back 2, 3, or 4 games, it puts a lot of pressure on the other guy. And you saw that. Now, instead of Archer winning that game, Earl's won this game, and he's still on his drive to come back.
The 13th rack of this semifinal goes to Strickland. It's now 8-5, and keep in mind, a few moments ago it was 8-1, but here's the costly shot for Johnny Archer.
And he really hit that shot very poorly. I mean, I really can believe that he missed the ball, but I can't believe he missed it that bad.
8-5 now in our first semifinal. 4 games in a row won by Earl Strickland, and he will have the break as the folks here in Las Vegas at the Riviera Hotel and Casino look on.
I'll bet Earl hits these a little harder this time. Yeah, he hit those a little harder. Again, though, nothing has gone in.
Looks like he had a chance to make the 8, but it didn't go, and you see the reaction of Earl.
Sometimes, you know, this game can really drive you crazy. 9-ball, you can see the 1 and 8 are kind of in a funny position. He might be able to bank the 1, cut it in, or possibly play it safe. I don't really know what he's going to do. But a lot of times it determines if you make a ball in the break and get a shot. Boy, he executed that shot perfectly. He actually played to double kiss the cue ball off the 8, come out in the center of the table, but now he's got a little problem. Now, remember, if he touches any ball, it's a foul, cue ball in hand.
He did not. Does he get out enough for the 3?
Yeah, he's got it. Now, he's settled again for a longer shot. That's about as good as he could do on that particular shot. He couldn't get closer to the ball. You see the 3, the red ball, is in the upper right-hand portion of the screen. This is another blood test right here. Yeah, see, again, now, Johnny Archer's kind of falling apart here a little bit. He's got that lead, but again, he's feeling the pressure, I think, from Earl coming back and winning so many games.
He got a pretty good break, though, there, because he didn't leave Earl anything at all to work with there.
Yeah, that was, you can see the 4 ball, Earl said that was a real good shot. He's very mad. You can see the 3, the red ball is there, but luckily enough, Johnny Archer missed, but, you know, snookered Earl unintentionally. Earl can only just hit in hope. And let's see what happens here now.
Did he leave him a shot in that corner pocket?
I don't know if he did or not. I don't think it goes in the corner. You see that ball is right in the way of playing in the corner. He may try and play it in the side pocket, the 3, the red ball, but a very tough shot here. I don't know exactly what he's going to do. He may just try and cut this in. No, okay, now he did the smart thing again. He played an intentional safety, 3-railed the ball, hoping he didn't really hit the 6, the green ball.
Yeah, but the 6 is certainly makeable
Near
the combination.
Pocket, and I don't know if he can even hit the 3. It looks like the 5, the orange ball, maybe a little bit in the way, but if it isn't, it's very close. He's going to, I think he's curving the cue ball just a little bit to try and play the 3-6 combination.
There it is, and it doesn't go.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. He hit it the only way it couldn't go in.
At this point, the players are leaving each other bad position.
Bad positions. Earl got a little lucky there. Now, Johnny's going to play a safe, and he's executed it. I can't tell if he can hit the 3 or not. He wanted to freeze him right on the 6, the green ball. It looks like there's a little space where Earl can actually hit the 3, but he really can't make the ball. This is a big game. Johnny Archer must win this game to keep Earl back. The score is 8-5. This is a big, big game. Earl's played a nice safe here, too. Very nice safe. Very nice safe. The cue ball you see is dead center, and the crowd appreciates that. It's dead center in the middle of the end rail. The 3-8, there's really no shot there. He may try and kick at the 3 and put the 3 down past the 5, maybe put a down table, keep the cue ball in that area. Or he may try and cut the 3 into there. I'm not really sure what he's doing.
Remember, they are playing with a shot clock as well. He tried to make it, I think.
He tried to make the
And
3
he
into
almost
the 8.
scratched,
Look
and
at
but he
this.
got away with it.
Oh boy, he really got lucky there. I don't know. Now he might have been trying to play a safe there because I don't think the 3 could pass the 8. So he might have been trying to do just that. Of course, Earl's going to take no time. You're going to see some elevation here. I'm pretty sure. Watch this. Okay, see what he does.
I don't think
Here
we've
we go.
seen a jump shot yet,
No,
have we?
he's going to try and jump over the 4 and pocket the 3, the red ball. Okay, he jumped over it. That was tough enough as it is.
He might make one here.
He tried. He said he wanted to get lucky. He said he left Johnny straight in. Well, that's the breaks of the game. I mean, he makes a great shot. He jumps right over the 4. Look how high that ball goes. Hits the 3. Actually, he's unlucky nothing went in.
He hit it on the fly.
Yeah. And Johnny made a nice shot on the 3. Nice. This is not a hanger shot. Oh, they're playing with the clock now. He's a little concerned about that. 10. He's taking time out.
He's trying to figure out how the clock got from 30 to 10 so quickly.
I forgot now the players, they've been playing so fast. They are on a shot clock, and it does come into play.
He said, I just shot. We'll check the shot clock. A 30-second shot clock between shots.
Timeout. No timeout. Charge against Archer.
It is an official timeout. You can hear the decision. And Johnny Archer was shocked, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he sure was, yeah.
Now they'll reset the shot clock. It's 8-5. Archer leading Strickland, and Johnny Archer has the table right now.
He made a nice shot there. He's perfect. He's got a nice angle on the 5. He'll just play the 5, the orange ball. He can either follow or draw the cue ball. He's got the right angle for the 6. Absolutely perfect. Don't watch. He doesn't want to get too straight on that ball.
He's got to get back up table here.
I believe he's going to draw the cue ball a little bit of low left English. Come out in this area. And perfect. Now he's nice on the 7. Play the 7. Pretty much stop the cue ball or draw it back just a little bit. He's got a little angle on the 8. Play the 8. Just come off the side rail. Just hitting it low. He's got the perfect angle, and he'll drift right towards the 9. Absolutely perfect.
Trying to end the run of Earl Strickland. A very important game. Strickland has won 4 straight. Johnny Archer now takes the 14th rack of this semifinal. So Archer regaining some control as he leads 9-5. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Along with Hall of Famer Mike Siegel, I'm John Sanders. We're back in Las Vegas at the Riviera Hotel and Casino, and Johnny Archer wins a very, very important game.
Yeah, that was a big game. I mean, the way the match went, 8-6 to both players in their minds. They know that's pretty much an even match. But 9-5, Johnny Archer has a big advantage. And
how about that?
Excuse me, I mean 10-5.
The 9-ball off the break for Johnny Archer.
Wow.
Earlier, he had the 9-ball combination on the 2-ball, so he's had 2 quick games.
You know what the funny thing is? If you look back at this match, Earl Strickland almost made the 9 on the side, but look where Johnny Archer broke from. He learned from Earl Strickland. He went to the other side of the table.
He had the success of breaking from the other side of the table early in the match. It kind of went away from him, so he changed sides, and it works perfectly.
And that's something, you know, the younger players, they're learning so easily now from the more experienced players of how to change those things. Those things really determine winning or losing matches. Here's a nice situation. You can see the 1 and 7. I've circled the 9. The 9 actually never moved, but the 1 and 7, I don't believe Earl can hit the 1. Earl's a little concerned about this. He's played a great shot. He played that rail first. He couldn't even hit the 1. He hit the rail first, cut the 1 in. Now he's got the 2 near the side pocket.
Should be in good shape, shouldn't he?
Yeah, well, of course, the stick may be a little heavy. You see, he makes a great shot here. He hits the rail, a little bit of left English, and he hits it perfect enough to stop the cue ball for the 2. Okay, now Earl's table's opening up a little better for him. He's going to play the 4 into the 5, but he must be concerned about where the 4 goes after he makes the 5.
Wants it to stay right there.
Yeah, okay, he hit that well.
He'll have to go back down and get the 6. You can see how close it is to that far corner pocket.
Yeah, now the thing is, I'll tell you, the 6, 7, and 8 are not laying that easily. I don't even know if the 7 goes in the side pocket. So he may play for the side, but if he plays for a corner, he can't get straight on the 7. He must have an angle. Now, see, here's one of those times that you see Earl kind of take his time. He knows the importance of getting on the 7, and he can't get too straight on it. If he does, he won't be able to make the 8. So those are things that novice players and beginners really don't understand about the angles. You can make the 7, but then you must make sure you can have an angle or get a shot to get to the next ball. That's the key to 9-ball.
Well, you can see him sneak a peek now.
Okay, he's playing the 7 on the side. He had a nice angle. He just fouled it over. He's got a nice shot on the 8. And everybody says, boy, that looked easy.
Just move it right down the rail into the corner pocket and leave yourself there for the 9.
Okay, and he's got a, you know, a little tricky shot. He's near the rail, but I'm sure he'll handle it.
So he rebounds from the 2 games won by Johnny Archer, including the 9 ball off the break for Archer that made it 10-5. But now Strickland's turn to try to come back. It's now 10-6, and Johnny Archer has the lead. Earl Strickland will have the break. It's turned out to be a very good match. It looked like Archer was going to blow him away early.
Yeah, it was 8-1, and all of a sudden, at one point, it was 8-5 with Earl having a chance, and even still 10-6. I'll tell you what, I've done this many times, so has Earl and Archer, and run 4 or 5 racks and out.
Well, he makes a ball immediately off the break.
He's made a nice shot. He made a ball on the break.
He said no scratch. He's got a shot at the 1 ball.
This is not, I mean, it's not an easy shot. He's got a thin cut. He's got, and the 2 balls right next to the 1. He's got to hit it very softly. He may hit one of these balls, the 4 or the 6. This is, See, I had a feeling something like that might happen. That shot, he made a very nice shot, but controlling the cue ball was the very tough part of it.
Awfully hard to make the ball and hit it soft enough to leave yourself open for the 2.
Well, he's made a nice safe, I believe. He's given Johnny a very possible billiard or combination on the 9, but, you know, Earl, that was a pretty tough shot. He played the 1, and what he tried to do is get a shot, but he didn't.
Of course, if he can combo it or billiard it and make the 9, it's over. He only needs to win 1 more. It's 10-6.
I believe he'll play the billiard, which he'll hit the top of the 2 with the cue ball, and what he'll do is make the cue ball drift into the 9. That's the safest shot. The combination, he may let the cue ball run away from, the 9 may hang, and Earl may play the 2 into 9. If he plays the billiard, what he might do is separate the 2 and the cue ball. Put the 2 maybe up table, and possibly if he doesn't make it, the cue ball would stay in that area. You can see this is about what he's looking at.
This could be for the game.
Oh, he missed it.
But he did not scratch.
Yeah, but he left Earl, see, that was the right choice. Even though he missed it, he still left Earl a very tough situation. He's laughing even. He doesn't even mind because...
I think this is what used to happen for me.
Earl's funny. As the years go on, he'll find out more things, don't worry.
That's right. That's how you win 2 World 9-ball championships. And Johnny Archer trying to become a 2-time winner. But this is only the semifinal.
Look at this. He got lucky there, but
He did get the roll.
He got very lucky. Double banked the 2. He's got a nice shot on the 3. The balls are open. Look at this. He's got the perfect shot on the 4. He'll just play it. A little low left English probably. And get a shot on the 6 in the same pocket. He goes, I'm getting old, he says.
Sometimes the more intense he gets in a match, the more he talks. Have you noticed that?
Well, you know, the thing is the break. It's such a big factor. If he makes balls in the break, I guarantee you he's going to probably run out. And, you know, Johnny may not shoot again. But you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you break, you hit him as well as you can, and nothing happens. Or the other guy gets an easy shot or something like that. So, you know, there's a lot of gambling going in no matter how well the players are playing.
You'll take a look at this 9-ball because this will make it 10-7. And Earl Strickland is very much alive here in Las Vegas. Johnny Archer had the big early lead, but here is a key shot. As he said, he got the break.
And that was very lucky. Earl's trying to bank it in the pocket, and it goes in the other one, and he winds up running out.
We'll have more from Las Vegas. Head-to-head in our first semifinal here in Las Vegas at the Riviera Hotel and Casino, and this is a must-break for Earl Strickland.
Look at the 5 balls hanging in the pocket. He breaks. He almost makes a ball in the break. You see one of the balls is still spinning. Even though he didn't hit him as hard as he possibly can, he's trying to change something. You know, both players have been breaking kind of off speed, and sometimes that changes the outcome of the balls. Now, Johnny Archer can hit the 1, but I don't believe he can make it. I think the 4 is in the way. Oh, my. You know what? He wasn't trying to make that ball.
He almost made it.
He almost made it. He was trying to play safe. He was trying to bank the 1 up table around the 4, and it almost goes in, which even Johnny Archer couldn't believe.
I don't know how it stayed out, if you want to know the truth.
It looked like it didn't have a shot. Now, Earl made a nice shot there, but he got unlucky. He really did. He curved the ball. It looked easy on TV, but he actually made a little massé. If he hits the 1 on the way in, he would have got a shot. But now, as you can see, the 2 and 5 are right there. He's trying to, this is a very tough shot. Look at this. Oh, my God. You know how tough that shot was? You see the ball curve right around. That was, and I'll tell you again, he was a little hard luck that he didn't make the 5, but He hasn't left Johnny anything easy.
Well, as he said, though, it seems like every shot he looks at is a trick shot.
Yeah.
He has not had very many easy shots in his efforts to get back in it, down at 1.8 to 1.
Okay, Johnny Archer, now what he's going to try and do is play the 5 off the 2.
Oh.
Now, he elected to play safe. I thought he had a shot there. I really thought he could have hit the edge of the 2 and with a little bit of left English made the 5. But instead, he chose to play safe, and that's probably the right shot.
I guess when you're leading and you just need one more to win the match.
It didn't look that tough to me, though. I don't know. Maybe just a lot of times the first thing that comes to your mind, that's what you do. Earl has a shot here. Now, if he hits the he didn't hit it. See, if he would hit the 2, he possibly could have made the 5. And this definitely opens up the door for Johnny Archer.
Archer has ball in hand.
Ball in hand. He's on the hill. He needs this one game. I guarantee you his heart's going 100 miles an hour, especially playing a guy like Earl Strickland. I mean, no matter what the score is, Earl only needs 4 games. So,
and in Earl's defense, as we said many times when he's gotten the table, especially in these latter games, there really hasn't been a shot there.
Yeah, and Johnny got out to a good start, you know, and that's the way the match goes. I mean, Earl didn't really do anything bad. He just maybe lost the match. You know, Johnny Archer has been playing great. I mean, sometimes nothing you can do about a match. 2 great players are playing, and, you know, one of them has to win, one has to lose, so. But, of course, it's not over with yet. He's got to play the 4, and he's got to make sure he draws the cue ball back. Now, wait a minute here now. That's not quite where he wanted to go. This is by no means an easy shot. He's got to play the 6, a little bit of high right English to keep the cue ball down table. He's hit it perfectly. That is a very tough shot. And the older you get, you realize those shots are not as easy as they look.
He's in great shape for the 7, and he'll just nestle it down for the 8 and then work his way to the 9.
Yeah, it looks pretty good from here.
And Johnny Archer now has only the 9 ball left in a bid to get back to the final round of the World 9-Ball Championship for the 2nd year in a row, and there's the reaction.
You can see he's very happy. That was more of a grudge match than anything else. Both players are teetering on the 1 and 2 spot. That was a big, big win for Johnny Archer.
Archer had the big early lead. Strickland came back, but Johnny Archer is going to go to the final. You can go back in this match to maybe that 14th game that was the critical game.
Right.
Instead of going to 8-6, it went to 9-5, and it kind of set the tempo for what happened.
And from there, instantly, it went to 10-5. I think that was the match. You know, believe it or not, if Earl Strickland had won that game, very possibly could have won that match and also possibly won the tournament.
But the shot you want to see is the last one, the 9 ball going in.
And that's nice when it's straight in like that. You can see he didn't look that nervous in the beginning. You can tell Johnny Archer was just fluttering all inside, and that was a big, big win for him.
And disappointment for Earl Strickland, who has won this event twice, but not in '93.
He won it twice. Now Johnny Archer has a possibility of winning it twice. He's defending champion, and it's a big title to win.
The final is 11-7. Johnny Archer moves on to the final here in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, the 1993 World 9-Ball Championship being brought to you by Mayuchi Originals, custom cue makers, the choice of champions worldwide. Quite a match, 11-7. Johnny Archer looked like he was going to win in a walk early on. Earl Strickland, true to the pro that he is, battled back, got himself in good position, and then the turnaround came in that very decisive 14th game.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is that Johnny Archer, even winning that game to make it 9-5, then immediately followed with a 9 in the break. That kind of put the icing on the cake. Earl immediately felt, you know, how can this happen? And you saw the result. Johnny played great. He made a few mistakes in the middle there. Earl was coming back. Johnny felt the pressure. Of course, that's all in the nature of the game. And there you have it. You know, Johnny took advantage when he got shots. And Earl really, he made a few little mistakes in the beginning, but those little mistakes in the beginning wound up having Johnny Archer get a 7-1 lead.
And Johnny Archer goes on to win 11-7 in the first of our 2 semifinal matches from Las Vegas. The right to play for the World 9-Ball Championship. Johnny Archer, a winner in 1992, and he's still very much in contention here in 1993 because he'll be playing for the World 9-Ball Championship once again thanks to this semifinal victory. Our congratulations to Johnny Archer. Our thanks to Earl Strickland for an outstanding match here in Las Vegas. And our thanks to you for being with us here on ESPN. Johnny Archer has defeated Earl Strickland to move into the final round. For Mike Siegel, I'm John Sanders. So long from the Strip in Las Vegas.